Hello everyone, welcome back. And today we are diving into the second chapter of our course to look at exactly what those resources are. So, we are going to learn about the factors of production, and these are the four essential ingredients needed to produce every single good and service in the world. So, let's learn them together. To understand production, you must memorize the four factors and their specific rewards. First, in land, in economics, land includes all natural resources provided by nature. Think of oil, coal, gold, fish in the ocean, and the physical space used for a factory. When a business uses land for production, the reward paid to the owner is rent. Second is labor. This is the human effort, both physical and mental, used in production. A surgeon using their mind and a builder using their strength are both labor, and the reward for this is human effort is wages. Third is capital. This is a key exam point. In economics, capital is not money. Capital refers to man made resources used to produce other goods and services. Examples include machinery, delivery trucks, tools, and computers. The reward for providing capital is interest. Finally, we have enterprise. This is the organizing factor. An entrepreneur is someone who takes the risk to combine the three factors to start a business and make decisions because they bear the risk of failure and their reward is profit. Let's look at a real world example. Imagine a global coffee chain like Starbucks. The coffee beans and the water used are land. The baristas making your drink and the accountants tracking the finances are labor. The expensive espresso machines and the cafe building itself are capital. And the founder who took the financial risk to start the company is the enterprise. Without all four, production simply cannot happen. Factors of production aren't always stuck in one use or one place. We talk about their mobility. Occupational mobility is the ease of changing a factor's use. For example, a worker moving from a job in a bank to a job in a school. Geographical mobility is the ease of moving a factor from one location to another, like a worker moving from one city to another for work. Remember, land has zero geographical mobility. You cannot move a gold mine. Labor mobility is often influenced by things like family ties, the cost of housing, or a lack of specific skills required for a new job. If we want an economy to grow, we must improve our factors in two ways: quantity and quality. Quantity refers to the physical amount of the resource available in the economy. Quality refers to the productivity or efficiency of the resource. The core principle is an increase in either the quantity or quality of factors increases an economy's productive capacity, shifting the PPC outward. For land, we increase quantity through land reclamation or discovering new resources like minerals. We increase quality through better fertilizers or modern irrigation systems that make the land more productive. For labor, we increase quantity through population growth or migration. We improve quality, often called human capital, through better education, vocational training, and healthcare. A healthy, well educated worker is more efficient. I have an example where a software company like Google trains employees in AI. They are increasing the quality of their labor. For capital, we increase quantity through investment, which is spending on more machines and factories, and we increase the quality through technological advances. A modern high speed computer is much higher quality piece of capital than an old manual typewriter. For example, Amazon, by adding thousands of new robots to their warehouses, Amazon increases both the quantity, the micro machines, more machines, and quality, faster sorting of its capital. For enterprise, we increase the quantity by making it easier for people to start businesses, such as lowering the taxes on profits. We improve quality through better business education and access to high quality data, which helps entrepreneurs to make smarter and more successful decisions. A startup incubator is needed. Organizations that provide mentors to new founders are improving the quality of enterprise. To wrap up our study of the factors of production, always remember four factors and their rewards: land, rent, labor, wages, capital, interest, and enterprise's profit. In our next lesson, we will explore opportunity cost, which is the most critical concept for your upcoming exams. Make sure to stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next class.